who could that be now and at this ungodly hour? Oh, Wednesday, really.
Sorry, Mama.
My fragile heart can only take so much excitement.
Like they say, old habits die hard.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go and see who it is, Gerald.
It's so hard to find good help these days.
Madam Esméralda Divine.
It's raining cats and dogs out there. Why, I had to walk the last mile on foot because the bridge is washed out, and now I am stood before you positively drenched to the bone. Good golly, Miss Molly, don't just stand there. Quick, fetch me a hot toddy before I catch my death from this absolutely wretched rain.
Wait, too sweet, madame.
Madame Esmeralda. Oh, yes. I remember you're that world-famous fortune teller.
You offend me. I am what you may call a medium, a spiritualist, a clairvoyant, that is, a mystical psychic.
That's quite the laundry list. Funny, every psychic I've ever known was anxious or a bit depressed, but this angry one here, she takes the cake.
Yes, it sure is hard to find a happy medium these days.
I am an intermediary between the living and the dead. My speciality is conjuring apparitions and ectoplasmic manifestations from the realms of the past, the present, and the future. Long story short, I have what people may call a sixth sense. I see dead people. I have been invited here to channel the spirit of the late great Thurston Holloway III in what is commonly referred to as a séance.
All right then, a séance.
Say what?
Bless your heart, child. I do believe she up and said a séance. You know, communicating with the spirits and such.
The only spirits I want to communicate with is some Taylor and Ferguson or Jack Daniels.
As I recollect, my cousin Beauregard, his betrothed, she tried to make a living out of being a psychic, but she just couldn't see any future in it.
You know, I was reading in the Daily News the other day about this dwarf psychic who escaped from Alcatraz.
You don't mean?
Yeah, small medium at large.
I went to see a psychic a few weeks back and knocked on her door. She said, "Who is it?" So I just laughed.
All right, enough of this foolishness. Time is of the essence. We must get down to the business at hand. Everyone please join me immediately at the table ronde in the gathering room. Before we begin this evening's ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you remove your gloves and your jewelry. You must be seated around the table, male, female, in sequence, in order to maintain an optimal balance.
Speaking of balance, I once called a patient of mine about her outstanding balance.
So did she end up resolving it?
Not exactly. She said, "Thanks you. I used to do gymnastics in my younger days."
Now then, place your outstretched fingers downward on the table. Take in a few cleansing breaths with me. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Relax. Ground yourselves. Empty your minds. Imagine your body floating through the darkness of time.
Speaking of time, I haven't the time nor the patience for this utter hogwash.
I ask that you all suspend your disbelief. Close your eyes. It will make for a much stronger connection to the other side.
The other side, you say? That reminds me. I haven't been to one of these gatherings in decades. Not since the one with the chicken.
What's this about a chicken, preacher?
Yes, you see, the chicken wanted to get to the other side too, and rightly so.
What possessed you to do that?
What? The devil made me do it. I simply wanted to strike a happy medium, so sue me.
Let us see now. What the cards have to say. Ah, yes. The Death card. It signifies a grief, a great loss, and finding answers to the questions that you may have. Next, we have the Devil card. I see desire and desperation, destructive behaviors in the shadows, chaos and temptation. And then finally, the Last Judgment card. Someone near is at an internal crossroads, at a fork in the proverbial road. But more importantly, it is the harbinger of the resurrection, the awakening of the dead.
Positively amazing. I venture to say the devil is in the details.
You've stolen my thunder and the words right out of my mouth, Chancellor. And here I thought I was the devil's advocate. Ah, ah, ah.
Mecca high, Mecca honey ho. Beloved spirit, your guidance now bestow.
This broad had gone completely haywire. What a load of malarkey.
Sounds like seance fiction to me.
Hear these words, hear my cry. Spirit from the other side, come to me, Accio, I summon thee. Cross now the great divide.
Masters, talk about mumbo jumbo.
Treguna mecoides trecorum satis di. Guardians of the spirit realm, hear and guide my plea. When the witching hour rings true, bring bring Thurston Holloway III to me.
The witching hour. My favorite time of the day.
Abracadabra and hocus pocus, bring his spirit into focus. I call to the spirits of the dead in this house, come to me. We mean you no harm. Communicate with us, however that may be.
Is it just me, or is she like psychic, or just plain psychotic?
I may be schizophrenic, but I'll always have each other. Wait, I am sensing a presence of a deceased doctor? No, a professor.
That's Dr. Egon Spangler, world-renowned parapsychologist. I heard there was something strange happening in the neighborhood.
Yeah, there's definitely something weird going on here, and it don't look good.
And you've been seeing things running through your head?
Geez, what was your first clue, Sherlock? Read the room, huh?
I'm sensing an evil darkness here. Oh gosh, the psychokinetic energy meter readings are right off the charts.
I'm not afraid of no ghosts. Why don't you just roll over and stay dead, Casper?
Psychomagnetheric flow of immense proportions is building up from all these negative human emotions. This is way too tough for me to handle. I'm out of here.
Lightweight. So now, who are we gonna call? Madame Esméralda? You know what? I'm not interested in participating in this tribal cliche of a séance anymore. I'm bored to death, and I want off this island!
So be it. Your wish is my command.
Whoa! Hold on here. Is it my spectral vision impaired, or what? Hey, I'm dying here. I don't believe in heaven or hell, but I do believe in revenge. I usually serve it with a sigh of pain.
Wednesday. She's gone. I knew she was struggling with her inner demons, but...
Possession, as they say, is 9/10 of the law.
From what I've read, Wednesday's child is full of woe. So it seems like a self-fulfilling prophecy, if you ask me. Remember, life and death happen when you least expect it. But let me see what I can do. Azarat Metrion Zinthos.
Oh, snap! That's just so Raven. Gotcha! Jeez, can't you all take a joke? Lighten up, huh?
All right, Wednesday. Enough with your shenanigans. So sorry, everyone. So sorry. Teenagers, you can't live with them. But that reminds me. This patient of mine recently inherited a haunted house and hired a cheap psychic to cleanse it from its evil spirits.
So what happened?
Unfortunately, it was repossessed.
Wait, that laugh of his was somehow strangely familiar, but I couldn't quite place it.
Good one there, Doc.
Enough of these incessant jokes. They are becoming more and more tedious by the minute. Now then, let us proceed. I am sensing a troubled, lost soul, and that we are in the presence of music. Royalty?
Bless my soul, what's wrong with me? My heart's beating so hard, it scares the death out of me. It must be love. Ugh, I'm all shook up.
Are you lonesome tonight? Did you miss me tonight? I'm right sorry we drifted apart. Lord have mercy. You sure are a sight for sore eyes. And one fine hunk of burning love. And I ain't just whistling Dixie neither.
Thank you very much. Georgia, you are always on my mind. But now I'm caught in this trap between our two worlds, and I can't get out. Because I love you too much, baby.
Well, hush my mouth. Can't you see what you're doing to me? Y'all act like you seen a ghost or something. Well, y'all ain't gonna believe this, but back in Memphis, me and Elvis, we was high school sweethearts before Priscilla came and messed everything up right good.
So why don't the two of you just go and get a room? This is positively nauseating.
You and the king of rock and roll? Ha! Woo-wee! Done that bit all.
Y'all hush now. Let the man speak. You go right ahead now, Elvis.
This world I'm trapped in is right troubled with pain. But as long as I can dream of you, Georgia, I'll find peace enough to redeem my soul and fly away one day. Our heart may be filled with pain, but I know we'll meet again. Mama, I'm coming home.
Don't leave me this way. Elvis, baby, come back. Come back. Madame Esméralda, do something. Say something.
You want I should do something? What do you think I am? Some sort of miracle worker like that Meshuggah Annie Sullivan or something? I am sorry, my dear, but one thing is for sure. We can safely say that Elvis has left the building.
Elvis!
Wait! Are there any other spirits remaining here among us? Last call.
That music, it sounds so hauntingly familiar.
You never need me when I'm around.
You're never around when I need you. Why do you torture me? Please walk with me. Your power over me. Creates my dreams. I toss and turn all night. No peace shall I find. Stop haunting me, can't get you out of my
You'll never break free from me. You're mine for all time. Your spirit and my voice now intertwined. This masquerade of ours will never end. Our life of pain and suffering with me is all you'll
Talk about being ghosted. Literally.
Chance, ma muse, mon inspiration.
Okay, cue the falling chandelier. Just put them out of my misery already.
Where am I?
Something wrong?
What came over me?
It seems that you are overcome by the spirit, my dove.
Now then, it would appear that these restless spirits are now finally gone on their journey beyond the veil. Shazam! Open sesame, alakazam, and simsalabim! Voila! The god of the dead, Mephistopheles, binds me to him.
I don't know how much more of this utter nonsense my poor heart can take.
And buckle up, Buttercup. It ain't over till it's over.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but I believe something very sinister is going on around here.
What was your first clue, Holmes?
Only the one known as Thurston Holloway III may enter this sacred space. Other souls who hear my call are not welcome in this place.
Oh, I feel a draft in the room.
Speaking of draft, I sure could use a cold one right about now. Hey, Jerry, was it? Yeah, what you got on tap?
The name is Gerard, sir, not Jerry. And I'm afraid we're fresh out of beer.
Lord have mercy. I'm positively parched. What does girl have to do to get a mint julep or a sweet tea around these parts?
An iced tea it is, right away, now.
Mr. Butler, was it? Ain't any relation to that thieving scoundrel Rhett Butler?
I most assuredly am not.
Jerry, I'm right thirsty too. How about giving me a sarsaparilla? I'm still on the clock, you know.
With all this talk of liquid libation, it is all becoming so clear now. There are a series of letters materializing before my very eyes. Red room.
I'm very curious. I've heard of black rum and gold rum, but never red rum.
Hey, wait a minute here. I got it. It's not red rum. It's murder spelled backwards.
Very perceptive, Mr. Lawton. Silence, everyone, please. I feel the presence of someone who has passed over recently to the spirit world. Do you wish to speak to someone here? Please give us a sign. Are you here with us, Mr. Holloway? 1 knock for yes, 2 knocks for no.
I'll knock you in the middle of next week, sweetheart, if we don't see some results, and soon.